fall slow on Bourbon Street tonight. Neon reflections fading into light. A lonely trumpet cries through the haze, like a ghost from better days. The bartender wipes the counter clean, while midnight drifts through old routines. And somewhere between the whiskey and pain, your memory calls my name again. I took a seat where we used to sit, the corner booth where we'd laugh and drift, talking about dreams we'd never outgrow. Back when forever moved slow, the jukebox played our favorite tune, soft beneath the tired moon. And every note felt bittersweet, like old footsteps down a familiar street. The glass in my hand caught the light, amber reflections in the night. But no amount of whiskey could erase the shadow of your face. The rain kept tapping on the window pane, like it remembered everything. It's a whiskey, rain, and lonely memories, the only company tonight for me. 1,000 moments I can't let go, floating where the old winds blow. And every saxophone crying blue sounds like a love I once knew. Oh, some hearts never fully leave through whiskey, rain, and lonely memories. Outside, the city carried on like nothing precious had gone wrong. Taxi lights painted moving stars across the wet and empty boulevard. A singer stepped into the spotlight glow with a voice both fragile and strong. She sang about hearts that broke apart and the courage it takes to restart. I closed my eyes and let the music speak to the places inside me still weak. And for a moment I could almost hear you whispering in my ear. The trumpet rose above the crowd, saying all the things I couldn't say out loud. It's whiskey, rain, and lonely memories, the only company tonight for me. 1,000 moments I can't let go, floating where the old winds blow. And every trumpet shining through the rain sounds like your voice calling again. Oh, some hearts never fully leave through whiskey, rain, and lonely memories. Old photographs tucked in a drawer, a jacket hanging by the door, messages I never erased, the ghost of your smile in every place in me. Learning that missing someone can feel like carrying a song that never really ends. Dawn and the darkness slowly moved along. The city stretched beneath the light, awakening from another night. I looked into the empty glass and finally let the moment pass, because love may leave, but it also stays in 1,000 different ways. The memories no longer felt like chains, just old melodies still falls, the whiskey still burns, and life still gives us lessons to learn. But somewhere beyond the sorrow I see a future waiting patiently. The rain lets go, the morning glows, the city wakes, the river flows, and somewhere beneath the fading moonbeam, your memory becomes part of the dream. Whiskey, rain, and lonely memories. The rain falls slow on Bourbon Street tonight. Neon reflections fading into light. A lonely trumpet cries through the haze, like a ghost from better days. The bartender wipes the counter clean, while midnight drifts through old routines. And somewhere between the whiskey and pain, your memory calls my name again. I took a seat where we used to sit, the corner booth where we laughed. Broken hearts beneath the city lights. The rain came down on 7th Avenue, turning neon into shades of blue. Taxi headlights drifted by like falling stars across the sky. A trumpet echoed from a basement bar, carrying stories from near and far. And somewhere beneath the midnight skies, broken hearts hid behind city lights. There's a little jazz club on the corner street, where lonely souls and dreamers meet. The tables are warm, the room is small, but the music understands it all. A woman sits by the window pane, tracing circles through the rain. Her wedding ring is long gone now, but the memory still lingers somehow. Across the room, a man in black studies the whiskey in his glass, like answers might be floating there between regret and empty air. The night speaks softly through the haze of love that changed and slipped away. Broken hearts beneath the city lights, searching for peace through endless nights, holding on to pieces of yesterday, while learning how to let them fade. And every saxophone crying low, no secrets, only heartache knows. Oh, some wounds heal slow but still survive. Broken hearts beneath the city lights. The singer steps beneath the glow, with a voice both fragile and bold. She sings about roads that came apart, and the quiet courage of a healing heart. Every note falls soft and true, like rain upon a rooftop view. And strangers who have never met share the same same unspoken regret. Outside, the city keeps moving fast, chasing futures, outrunning the past. But inside this room of smoke and song, people find where they belong. Because sometimes the music says what pride and silence never can. Broken hearts beneath the city lights, searching for peace through endless nights, holding on to pieces of yesterday, while learning how to let them fade. And every trumpet shining through the blue sounds like a dream breaking through. Oh, some wounds heal slow but still survive. Broken hearts beneath the city lights, empty chairs and faded names, old photographs inside worn frames, messages never sent, love letters filled with sentiment. And me learning that missing someone isn't the same as needing them back. The rain finally eased before the dawn, and the shadows slowly moved along. The city wore a softer face, bathed in morning's gentle grace. I stepped outside and breathed the air, feeling lighter than when I came there. Because every heartbreak leaves behind a lesson hidden in time. Not every love is meant to stay. Some are here to light the way, leaving echoes that remind the soul how to become whole. Broken hearts beneath the city lights, finding strength through lonely nights, turning tears into melodies and sorrow into memories. And every saxophone greeting dawn sounds like the courage to move on. Oh, even after love says goodbye, hearts still learn to fly. Yes, the city still glows beyond the rain, still carries joy beside the pain. And somewhere beneath those endless skies, hope shines through the city lights. The rain lets go, the morning grows, the city wakes, the river flows. And somewhere beneath the morning light, a broken heart begins to heal tonight. Yeah, yeah. The rain came down on 7th Avenue, turning neon into shades of blue. Taxi headlights drifted by like falling stars across the sky. A trumpet echoed from a basement bar, carrying stories from near and far. And somewhere beneath the midnight skies, broken hearts hid behind city lights. There's a little jazz club on the corner street, where lonely souls and dreamers meet. The years between then and now trumpet down the street keeps time with a fading heartbeat. The cafe windows glow like gold, holding stories never told. And somewhere between a memory and a vow live the years between then and now. I found an old photograph today, tucked inside a book that drifted away. A younger version of me smiled back, standing on a long forgotten track. The world looked bigger in those days. Every road was wrapped in possibilities' haze. We chased horizons without fear, thinking forever lived right here. Summer nights and radio songs, believing we'd always belong, not knowing time had its own plan for every woman and every man. The pages turned, the seasons changed, yet some feelings remain the same. These are the years between then and now, the roads we crossed, the lessons somehow. Every scar, every dream we chased, every smile time couldn't erase. And every saxophone crying blue sounds like a chapter I once lived through. Oh, life becomes what it allows in the years between then and now. There was a woman I once knew, with autumn eyes and a heart so true. We talked beneath a porch-light glow about places we wanted to go. She said, don't be afraid of change, the rhythm never stays the same. The beauty isn't where you've been, it's who you become within. Then life unfolded like a winding road, heavy at times with an unseen load. And though we drifted separate ways, her words still guide me through these days. The moon still shines on roads long gone, and somehow their light lingers on. These are the years between then and now, the roads we crossed, the lessons somehow. Every scar, every dream we chased, every smile time couldn't erase. And every trumpet shining through the rain sounds like wisdom earned through pain. Oh, life becomes what it allows in the years between then and now. Old letters sleeping in a drawer, friends I don't see anymore. Train station echoes after dark, leaving quiet traces on the heart. And me, learning that time doesn't take everything, it transforms it. Every goodbye, every chance had become part of the dance. The boy from that photograph still remains, hidden beneath the joys and pains, living somewhere deep inside. The man who survived coffee stains and broken dreams. Coffee stains on the countertop. Rain keeps falling, never stops. Downtown shadows move so slow, like old regrets that won't let go. A saxophone from room 309 bleeds through walls and frozen time. And somewhere in this sleepless town, another lonely heart breaks down. You left your lipstick on my cup, like proof that love once lived with us. Now every morning tastes like smoke, and silence cuts deeper than jokes. The diner lights still flicker gold, while jukebox songs grow tired and old. A waitress humming Billy's tune looks like she's fighting ghosts too. Outside the subway screams below, taxi headlights drift like snow, and every stranger passing by carries storms behind their eyes. This city never really sleeps, it just hides pain beneath the beat. Coffee stains and broken dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Love burns fast like cigarettes, leaves behind the emptiness. And every jazz note in the dark sounds like poems from broken hearts, while lonely souls keep chasing things through coffee stains and broken dreams. I met a man on Bleecker Street, playing trumpet for spare relief. He said, son, heartbreak pays the rent. That's where all the good songs went. His fingers shook, but not his pride, like he had nothing left to hide. And when he played that smoky tune, the whole damn city changed its mood. A couple danced beneath neon light, trying hard to survive the night, like two candles in the rain, still pretending love remains. And somewhere underneath the blue, I still hear echoes left by you. Coffee stains and broken dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Love burns fast like cigarettes, leaves behind the emptiness. And every jazz note in the dark sounds like poems from broken hearts, while lonely souls keep chasing things through coffee stains and broken dreams. Smoke curls high above the bar, piano echoes from afar. Old men laughing through the pain, young hearts falling once again. And me, still searching for some kind of truth inside melodies that sound like you. Morning crawled through dirty blinds, like mercy trying to survive. The city wore its tired face, still running through the same old race. I poured the last cup slowly black, thinking maybe you'd come back. close without a sound, and some love just burns to the ground. Still the music plays somehow, teaching me to live right now, because the blues ain't made to heal. They're there to prove the pain was real. Coffee stains and broken dreams, that's what growing older means. Learning hearts can't lose their way and still survive another day. And every lonely jazz cafe keeps forgotten souls awake, while midnight songs and city screams dance through broken dreams. Oh, the world keeps spinning endlessly, like worn-out records lost at sea. And somewhere in that bittersweet scene, I found hope in broken dreams. Coffee cold, neon glow, another night, another ghost, and the saxophone still cries through New York skies. When life sang through the blues, the rain was drawing silver lines across the glass at closing time. A jukebox whispered low and slow, like an old friend I used to know. Streetlights shimmered in the haze, painting gold on yesterdays. And somewhere in the midnight room, life began to sing through the blues. I was sitting in a corner booth, holding on to half a truth, a cup of coffee gone stone cold, and a heart that felt too old. The bartender polished glasses clean, like he was wiping off old dreams, while a saxophone from the stage played a melody worn by age. I thought about the roads I missed, the names I lost, the loves I kissed, and how the years can quietly steal the things we thought were real. Then a trumpet rose into the night, like a match struck in the dark. That's when life sang through the blues, through every scar and every bruise, through broken plans and open wounds. Life sang through the blues, and every note carried a light, soft enough to survive the night. Oh, sometimes hope arrives in tune when life sings through the blues. A woman danced beside the stage, with laughter wiser than her age. She moved like someone who had learned some bridges aren't meant to burn. She said the heart's a funny thing, it breaks, it heals, it learns to sing. And every storm you've traveled through leaves a little strength in you. Outside the city rode along, 1,000 lives, a million songs, each window glowing in the dark, like a tiny beating heart. And for a moment everything felt clear, like the music wanting me to hear. That's when life sang through the blues, through every scar and every bruise, through broken plans and open wounds. Life sang through the blues, and every note carried a light, soft enough to survive the night. Oh, sometimes hope arrives in tune when life sings through the blues. Late night trains and empty bars, dreamers staring at the stars, old photographs and faded names. Nothing ever stays the same. But maybe that's the beauty of it all. Touch the sky like forgiveness, learning how to arrive. The rain had stopped, the streets were clean, the city looked almost serene. I stepped outside and took a breath, leaving behind old loneliness. And though the future wasn't clear, for once it didn't fill me with fear. Because life isn't written in perfect lines, it's improvised like jazz sometimes. A mix of sorrow, grace and truth that teaches us to keep moving through. That's when life sang through the blues, turning heartbreak into something new. Every loss became a verse, every blessing healed the hurt, and every saxophone in the dawn sounded like a reason to carry on. Oh, the soul discovers what it's meant to do when life sings through the blues. Yes, the night still holds its mysteries, its quiet victories and memories. But somewhere beyond the fading moon, life keeps singing through the blues. The city wakes, the shadows fade, a new day hums, a new song plays. And somewhere beneath the morning hues, life still sings through the blues. The long way home to myself, the rain traced silver down the glass, like old reflections from the past. A lonely street lamp held its glow, while midnight moved a little slow. The city hummed a weary tune beneath a tired October moon. And somewhere in the quiet haze, I found myself counting days. I spent years chasing distant lights, trading sleep for endless nights, running after borrowed dreams, nothing ever what it seemed. Every station, every town, every road that led me down promised answers just ahead, but left me with more questions instead. I wore success like a tailored coat, hid my doubts behind rehearsed notes, smiled for strangers, played the part, while losing pieces of my heart. Then a saxophone drifted through the rain, like an old friend calling my name. It was the long way home to myself, past dusty memories on forgotten shelves, through every victory, every mistake, every every dream that refused to break, and every trumpet crying blue sounded like a truth I always knew. Oh, sometimes the hardest road itself is the long way home to yourself. I met a painter in a riverside bar. He said most people don't travel far, not because they never leave their town, but because they're afraid to slow down. He showed me a canvas filled with scars, painted sunsets and broken stars, colors bleeding into gold, like stories finally being told. Outside the river rolled along, steady as an old jazz song, not worried where it had to be, just becoming what it was meant to be. The moon hung low above the stream, lighting places I'd never seen. It was the long way home to myself, past dusty memories on forgotten shelves, through every victory, every mistake, every dream that refused to break, and every saxophone drifting free sounded like another piece of me. Oh, sometimes the hardest road itself is the long way home to yourself. Oh, letters folded in a drawer, names I don't hear anymore, photographs worn by time, and light still alive in the back of my mind and me. Learning that healing isn't becoming someone new, it's remembering who you were. Painted the sky, turning gray clouds into light. The city looked different somehow, or maybe I was seeing it now. I realized every road I'd crossed, every love I'd found and lost, every storm I'd struggled through had quietly led me back to truth. Because the heart is not a place to find, it's a journey through space and time, a melody beneath the noise, a forgotten but familiar voice. It was the long way home to myself, through hidden fears and truths I felt, past every shadow, every doubt, until the light finally came out, and every trumpet greeting dawn sounded like the strength to carry on. Oh, the greatest treasure I ever held was the road back to myself. Yes, the night still falls and the rain still comes, and life still plays its complicated drums, but somewhere beneath the morning's wealth, I finally came home to myself. The rain lets go, the sky turns gold, the city wakes, a new story unfolds, and somewhere beyond the dreams I've chased, I found the one thing I Midnight lessons on Bourbon Street. Midnight falls like velvet rain, streetlights shimmer through the pane. Old cafe windows breathing gold. Every lonely heart turns cold. Down on Bourbon, saxophones cry like broken angels in the sky. And every soul with scars to hide finds a place where ghosts reside. I saw a woman in a crimson dress, smoking secrets through her loneliness. She said, love don't stay where pride begins, and whiskey never hides your sins. A trumpet played from balcony blue, like it remembered me and you, while neon halos filled the night with borrowed dreams and faded light. I walked beneath those iron vines, past old musicians losing time. Every note they softly played sounded like mistakes we made, and the city kept whispering low. Some hearts heal, some never let go. These are the midnight lessons on Bourbon Street, where broken lovers and jazz drums meet, where every shadow's got a song to sing, and every king once lost everything. Oh, the moon keeps dancing on empty glass, while memories burn like smoke that lasts. And somewhere between the blues and the beat, I found myself on Bourbon Street. Rain came falling slow and warm, like heaven crying through the storm. A black Cadillac rolled by alone, like somebody heading nowhere home. An old man played a worn-out tune beneath the sleepy southern moon. He smiled and said, boy, listen close. Pain writes the songs remembered most. Then he laughed like gravel roads, like life had carved him deep with gold. And every wrinkle on his face looked like time had left a trace. The river kept rolling through the dark, like carrying pieces of every heart. These are the midnight lessons on Bourbon Street, where broken lovers and jazz drums meet, where every shadow's got a song to sing, and every king once lost everything. Oh, the moon keeps dancing on empty glass, while memories burn like smoke that lasts. And somewhere between the blues and the beat, I found myself on Bourbon Street. Sexy tires humming through the night, somebody kissing under old cafe signs, somebody drowning in cheap red wine. And me, I was learning how to let go, one lonely melody at a time. Morning waited beyond the haze, like forgiveness after reckless days. And and every bar began to close like roses folding into ghosts. I took one last walk by the square, felt the southern wind inside the air, and somewhere in that fading tune I stopped blaming me for losing you, because the blues ain't made to win. They're there to let the light back in, and every lonely melody still carries hope eventually. These are the midnight lessons on Bourbon Street, where saints and sinners share one heartbeat, where every silence learns to scream, and shattered souls still dare to dream. Oh, the night kept singing soft and sweet, with tired footsteps and trumpet heat, and somewhere between the hurt and release I finally found a little peace. Yes, somewhere between the blues and the beat, I left my pain on Bourbon Street. Midnight fades, the city sleeps, but Bourbon Street still remembers me. Taps gently on the station roof, like old memories asking for proof. A midnight train fades from sight, carrying pieces of the night. The city glows in amber light, holding stories after midnight. And somewhere between goodbye and time live the moments we left behind. There was a corner cafe on 9th Street, where we spent long afternoons dreaming, drawing futures on paper napkins, believing life would always listen. You laughed at things nobody heard, made ordinary moments feel like poetry, and every song from the old jukebox seemed to belong to us. The sunlight danced across your face like it never planned to leave that place, back when forever felt close enough to touch with our hands. But seasons move like passing trains, and nothing stays exactly the same. These are the moments we left behind, scattered like stars across the timeline, little pieces of who we were, still shining through the blur. And every saxophone crying low sounds like places only memory knows. Oh, some things never truly die, they're the moments we left behind. Years later, walking down that street, I noticed everything had changed. The cafe was gone, the sign replaced, yet your laughter lingered in the space. I stood there listening to the wind, remembering who we'd once been, the dreams we chased, the roads we chose, and all the things we'd never know. A bus rolled by beneath the rain, like time moving on again. But for a second I could almost see your shadow walking next to me. The heart keeps photographs no eyes can find. across the timeline, little pieces of who we were, still shining through the blur. And every trumpet shining blue sounds like a memory breaking through. Oh, some things never truly die. They're the moments we left behind. Old movie tickets in a drawer, letters I don't read anymore, summer nights beneath porch lights, conversations lasting until sunrise, and me learning that some memories don't fade. They become part of who we are. Touched the town, painting rooftops golden brown. The rain had stopped, the clouds had cleared, and everything felt strangely near. I realized the past wasn't gone. It lived inside every song, every lesson, every smile, every extra mile, because the people we once knew and the dreams we once pursued never really disappear from sight. They become our guiding light. These are the moments we left behind, treasures hidden inside time. Every joy, every goodbye, still reflected in the sky. And every saxophone greeting dawn sounds like the courage to move on. Oh, the heart becomes more wise because of the moments we left behind. Yes, the years keep rolling by like clouds drifting across the sky, but somewhere beyond today's design live the moments we left behind. The station sleeps, the city wakes, the clock moves on, the memory stays, and somewhere beneath the morning sky live the moments we left behind. 100 roads, one heart. Beneath the stars, 100 towns, 1,000 bars. The headlights paint the midnight sky as restless dreams keep rolling by. The radio hums a velvet tune somewhere between dusk and the moon, and every mile whispers its part to a traveler with one heart. I left home with a weathered case, a pocket full of hope and faith. No grand plan, no guarantee, just the hunger to be free. across the plains where wheat fields sway, watch sunsets fade in Santa Fe, shared late night coffee with strangers who felt like old friends before I knew. Every city had a different song, a rhythm all its own to belong. From Memphis blues to Chicago rain, each one left a mark that remained. The road kept changing every day, but somehow my soul found its way. 100 roads, one heart, 1,000 endings, 1,000 starts. Through every loss and every spark, the journey leaves its mark. And every saxophone crying blue sounds like a dream I once pursued. Oh, no matter how far apart, there's 100 roads, one heart. In New Orleans beneath neon light, I met a singer one July night. She sang of love that couldn't stay, yet smiled like she'd be okay. She said the road will break your plans, then place new dreams within your hands. Don't fear the miles you leave behind, they're just chapters in your mind. We danced slow to an old refrain while thunder rolled and brought the rain. Then morning came and she was gone, leaving her melody to carry on. Some people stay, some people leave, but every soul gives something to keep. 100 roads, one heart, 1,000 endings, 1,000 starts. Through every loss and every spark, the journey leaves its mark. And every trumpet shining through the blue sounds like a promise pulling through. Oh, no matter how far apart, there's 100 roads, one heart. Old motel keys and faded maps, train station clocks and worn backpacks, photographs tucked inside a sleeve, pieces of who I used to be and me. Learning that every road I've known has quietly led me home. Now the silvers found my hair, like winter settling in the air. But my heart still beats the same when I hear a southbound train. I've learned that life ain't measured by how many dreams survive the night, but by the people, songs, and skies that teach us how to stay alive. Every mile was worth the cost, every road I thought I'd lost, because each one became a part of the map inside my heart. 100 roads, one heart, still chasing wonder through the dark. Through every storm and every sun glow, finding beauty in the roads unknown. And every saxophone greeting dawn sounds like a reason to carry on. Oh, the world may pull us all apart, but there's 100 roads, one heart. Yes, the moon still shines on distant lanes, on old victories and passing pains. And somewhere beyond the horizon start, 100 roads still lead, one heart. 100 roads beneath the stars, 100 roads beneath the stars, 100 towns, 1,000 bars. The headlights paint the midnight sky as restless dreams keep rolling by. Still chasing tomorrow. The city sleeps beneath a veil of rain. Street lights shimmer on the window pane. The midnight train rolls out of sight, carrying dreams into the night. The radio hums a worn-out tune, soft as shadows beneath the moon. And somewhere beyond the neon glow, a restless heart still wants to go. I packed my hopes in an old suitcase, along with fears I couldn't quite erase. A photograph tucked inside a book, and a promised life that overlooked. The highway stretched like an endless line through dusty towns and changing times. Every mile whispered something new about who I was becoming too. I met a drifter in Tennessee who said, "Son, don't let yesterday keep its hands around your future days. The road was made for getting away." The stars above seemed to agree, shining on possibility. I'm still chasing tomorrow, through every joy and every sorrow, through winding roads and midnight skies. Still believing in sunrise, and every saxophone crying blue sounds like a dream that's breaking through. Oh, no matter how far I roam, tomorrow still feels like home. In a cafe outside New Orleans, a singer sang about broken dreams, but in her voice there lived a fire that refused to ever tire. She smiled and said, between the songs, most people think they've waited too long, but life don't care about the years. It only asked what you're doing here. The room grew quiet for a while as strangers traded weary smiles, and suddenly the night felt less alone, like hope had found a microphone. The moon hung low above the town, lighting roads not yet found. I'm still chasing tomorrow, through every joy and every sorrow, through winding roads and midnight skies. Still believe learned that hope isn't something you find, it's something you carry. Morning painted the horizon gold across fields and roads I didn't know. The night released its hold on me like a bird returning to the breeze. I realized every wrong turn made had somehow helped me find my way, and every dream that fell apart had built a stronger heart. Because tomorrow isn't just a place, it's the courage to keep your faith, the stubborn light that survives the storm and keeps the spirit warm. I'm still chasing tomorrow with a little less fear and a little more soul. Through every season life has shown, still finding beauty in the unknown. And every saxophone greeting dawn sounds like a reason to carry on. Oh, the best chapters are still unwritten, still waiting beyond the horizon. Yes, the moon may fade and the night move on, but hope keeps singing its timeless song. And somewhere beneath the morning glow, I'm still chasing tomorrow.